That brain fog, you're feeling the tingling in your hands and feet. What if it's a sign that your body's highways are congested? What if you could launch a 3-part restoration project to clear the traffic and open up the roads for good? Today, we are not just giving you a list of foods. We are giving you the chief engineer's blueprint for the artery restoration project. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to be our wise chief engineer for this important restoration project, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life teaching the profound wisdom of rebuilding our body's beautiful internal pathways. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. A good road crew does not simply pave over the potholes. First, they must repair the foundation of the road. Then they must widen the lanes to be able to improve the flow of traffic. And finally, they must perform daily maintenance to keep the road clear and safe. Restoring our beautiful arteries requires the exact same logical and patient steps. This is so very important. I had a patient, a wonderful woman, who told me that she felt congested on the inside. Her mind was foggy, her hands and her feet were always cold, and her energy was very low. The beautiful highways of her body had become slow, and they were full of traffic. She needed a new and a very wise road crew to come and to help her.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. In this detailed masterclass, Chief Engineer Hinohara will give us the complete and powerful blueprint for our own restoration project. In our journey today, as we start this new week, we will learn about Project Phase 1, the Pothole Repair Crew. We will then learn about Project Phase 2, the Road Widening Project. And finally, we will meet Project Phase 3, the Cleanup and Maintenance Team. It is a true blessing to have this kind of knowledge to be able to understand the beautiful and the very intricate highway system that keeps the blessed gift of life flowing through our bodies every single second. If you are ready to get the blueprint and to begin your own artery restoration project this week, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and you will not want to miss a single phase of this very important mission. Okay, Chief Engineer Hinohara, our artery restoration project begins now on this beautiful Monday morning. You have taught us that a good and a very wise road crew does not simply pave over a bad and a broken road. They must first repair the foundation. So what is the first and the most critical phase of our important project? Who is the first crew that we must call to our work site?
Yes, our very first mission is to repair the beautiful and delicate road surface itself. Over many, many years of our lives, the beautiful and the very smooth lining of our arteries, which is called the endothelium, can become damaged by a chronic and a very low-grade inflammation. This creates tiny and very dangerous potholes and cracks in the road surface, and it is these potholes that can eventually lead to a dangerous and a very life-threatening buildup of plaque. So, our very first job before we do anything else is to call in the pothole repair crew. And this beautiful and very hard-working crew is our team of powerful and very delicious anti-inflammatory foods. And the 3 most important and most essential members of this crew are our beautiful golden turmeric, our omega-3 rich foods like the sardines and the walnuts, and our beautiful golden extra virgin olive oil.
So this first and most important crew is our dedicated anti-inflammatory team. Let's look at the beautiful science of each and every member of this crew. Let's start with the master of anti-inflammation, the beautiful turmeric.
And for our patient, the woman with the congested and slow-moving highways, this was her very first and her most simple step. We had her begin her new week by learning how to make the beautiful and the very warming golden milk that we have talked about in our other videos with the beautiful turmeric, the essential black pepper, and a healthy fat. With this simple act, she was sending in the first and the most powerful member of her new repair crew.
And the powerful curcumin that is in the turmeric is the perfect and most wonderful tool for this important job. As we have learned in our other videos, the curcumin is a true master at turning down the body's main and most powerful inflammatory pathways, like the NF-kappa B pathway. So it is directly and powerfully calming the inflammation that is creating all of the dangerous potholes in the beautiful and delicate lining of our precious arteries. So the beautiful turmeric is calming the systemic inflammation. Who is the second member of our important repair crew, Doctor?
The second very important member of our crew is our beautiful omega-3s, which we can get from our sardines and our walnuts.
And the omega-3s are so very, very powerful for this specific job. As the source text for our video so wisely notes, they do two very important things for our arteries. First, they are powerfully anti-inflammatory, so they are helping the beautiful turmeric to be able to repair all of the potholes in the road. But second, and just as importantly, they also help to make our blood less sticky. They help to prevent our platelets from clumping together to be able to form the dangerous and the very life-threatening blood clots that can lead to a heart attack or to a stroke. So the beautiful omega-3s are not only repairing the road, but they are also making the traffic on that road flow much more smoothly. So we now have the beautiful turmeric and the powerful omega-3s. Who is the final and most important member of our pothole repair crew?
Our final member of this crew is the beautiful and the very ancient extra virgin olive oil.
And the olive oil has its own very special and very unique tool for this important job. As we have discussed in our video on the Arthritis Fire Brigade, a high-quality extra virgin olive oil contains that very special and powerful compound, oleocanthal. And this beautiful compound works in a way that is very, very similar to the common anti-inflammatory drug, ibuprofen. It helps to block the COX enzymes that are creating the pain and the inflammation in our body. So as you can see, we have a beautiful and a very complete and intelligent team for our first mission. The beautiful turmeric is working on the deep and the very systemic inflammation. The powerful omega-3s are working on the health and the flow of the blood itself. And the beautiful olive oil is working on the surface level and more acute inflammation. It is a perfect and a very powerful three-pronged approach to be able to repair our beautiful and our precious highways. It is a truly blessed and a very profound thing to be able to understand how nature has provided us with so many different and beautiful tools that all work together in such a perfect and a harmonious way to be able to heal our bodies. So our pothole repair crew with the beautiful turmeric, the powerful omega-3s, and the wonderful extra virgin olive oil has now beautifully repaired the surface of our body's precious highways. The road is now smooth and it is strong. But Chief Engineer Hinohara, as you know, a smooth road that is only one lane wide can still have a great deal of very slow and very frustrating traffic. How do we now begin to open up the flow of our circulation? What is the next important phase of our artery restoration project?
Yes, now that the road surface is smooth and it is healthy, we must now widen the lanes to be able to allow for a beautiful and an effortless flow of traffic. This is Project Phase 2, the Road Widening Project, and the beautiful and the very magical molecule that is responsible for widening all of our beautiful highways is a gas that is called nitric oxide. And so our main and most important goal in this phase is to provide our body with all of the beautiful and all of the natural materials that it needs to be able to produce more of this wonderful and life-giving substance. And our road-widening construction crew is a team of 3 beautiful and very colorful foods. They are the deep red beetroot, the beautiful ruby red pomegranate, and the fiery red cayenne pepper.
So this entire and beautiful phase of our project is all about boosting our body's own natural production of nitric oxide. Let's look at the beautiful science of our construction crew, starting with the most famous of them all, the powerful beetroot.
And for our patient, the woman with the congested and very slow-moving highways, this was a beautiful and a very delicious new addition to her diet for the week. She learned how to be able to gently roast the beautiful and sweet beets in her oven and to add them to her daily salad. With this one simple act, she was sending in the first and the most powerful member of her new road-widening crew.
And the beetroot is the most powerful and the most direct tool for this important job. Let's look at the deep science of this. The beautiful beetroot is our richest natural source of dietary nitrates. When you eat these beautiful and natural nitrates, the good and healthy bacteria that are in your mouth and in your gut are able to convert them into that magical and powerful molecule, nitric oxide. And as the source text for our video so wisely notes, the nitric oxide is a powerful vasodilator. This is a scientific way of saying that it is the direct and powerful signal that tells the smooth muscle that is in the walls of your arteries to relax and to open up. This is the very thing that widens the highway and that allows for that beautiful and powerful rush of oxygen-rich blood to be able to flow to your brain and to your entire body. So the beetroot provides the beautiful and essential raw materials for the nitric oxide. What is the important role of our second crew member, the beautiful pomegranate?
The pomegranate is the wise and the very beautiful protector of our precious nitric oxide.
That is exactly right. The beautiful and the ruby red seeds of the pomegranate are absolutely packed with their own very special and very powerful antioxidants, like the punicolagens. And these beautiful antioxidants do 2 very important things for us. First, they also help to stimulate our body's own natural production of nitric oxide. But second, and just as importantly, they also help to protect the beautiful nitric oxide from being broken down by the daily forces of oxidative stress. So the beautiful pomegranate is not only helping to build the wider road, but it is also helping to protect it from harm. So we now have the builder and we have the protector, who is the final and most important member of our road-widening crew.
Our final and beautiful member is the one that brings the beautiful and the very fiery heat. It is, of course, the cayenne pepper.
And the beautiful cayenne pepper has its own very unique and very powerful way of widening our body's highways. The active compound that gives the beautiful cayenne its heat is, of course, capsaicin. And the capsaicin has been shown in many scientific studies to also be able to stimulate the release of nitric oxide from the beautiful and delicate lining of our blood vessels. So it is another beautiful and very powerful way to be able to open up our arteries and to be able to improve our precious blood flow. It is a truly blessed and a very beautiful thing to be able to see how nature has provided us with so many different and beautiful pathways to be able to achieve the same profound and very healing goal in our bodies. And we love sharing this kind of holistic wisdom with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So our pothole repair crew, with the beautiful turmeric, the powerful omega-3s, and the wonderful extra virgin olive oil, has now beautifully repaired the delicate surface of our body's precious highways. And our road-widening crew, with the beetroot, the pomegranate, and the cayenne, has now opened up all of the lanes. The traffic of our beautiful circulation is now flowing freely. This is a beautiful and a very powerful project so far. But Chief Engineer Hinohara, as every good and wise highway maintenance worker, knows every beautiful road needs a dedicated team to be able to clean up all of the debris and to perform the important daily maintenance. What is the final and most important phase of our artery restoration project?
Yes, our final and most important phase is all about keeping our beautiful new highways clean and strong for many, many years to come. This is Project Phase 3, the Cleanup and Maintenance Team. And this beautiful and very important team has two main parts. First, we must hire the cleanup crew to be able to remove all of the old and the dangerous debris from the road. And second, we must have a daily maintenance team to be able to keep the beautiful road in perfect condition every single day.
So let's start with the cleanup crew. Who is this doctor?
Our beautiful and very delicious cleanup crew for our arteries is the wonderful and the very creamy avocado. And for our patient, the woman with the congested highways, this was another beautiful and very satisfying addition to her daily diet. She learned to swap out the unhealthy and inflammatory mayonnaise on her sandwiches for a beautiful and a very delicious mashed avocado. With this one simple act, she was hiring her beautiful cleanup crew every single day for her lunch.
And cleanup crew is the perfect and the most beautiful name for it. Let's look at the beautiful science of this. The debris that can clog up our beautiful highways is, of course, the bad and the very dangerous LDL cholesterol. And the cleanup crew that our beautiful body so intelligently uses to be able to remove all of this dangerous debris is our beautiful and our very protective HDL cholesterol. The beautiful and the monounsaturated fats that are in the avocado are a true superstar for this very important job. They have been shown in countless scientific studies to be able to help lower the bad and the dangerous LDL cholesterol, and at the very same time, to be able to raise our good and our very protective HDL cholesterol. So the beautiful avocado is literally sending in the cleanup crew to be able to sweep our precious highways clean of all of the dangerous debris. So the avocado is our beautiful and our very delicious cleanup crew. It is a wonderful and a very powerful tool. Now, doctor, what about our daily maintenance team? How do we protect our beautiful new highways every single day of our lives?
Our daily maintenance team is a beautiful and a very simple morning ritual. It is the morning circulation drink.
And this one beautiful drink is a wonderful and a very intelligent symphony of all of the beautiful principles that we have been talking about in our video today. Let's break down the beautiful and powerful ingredients one by one. First, as we have learned, we have the beautiful lemon. The vitamin C that is in the lemon is absolutely essential for building the beautiful collagen that keeps our artery walls strong and very flexible. And it is also a very powerful antioxidant that helps to prevent the LDL cholesterol from oxidizing and becoming dangerous in the first place. For our highway analogy, you can think of this as being like the rust proofing for your beautiful and precious highways. Then, of course, we have our beautiful and powerful firefighting spices, the ginger and the turmeric. And of course, we must always have the black pepper to be able to activate the turmeric. These beautiful spices are providing a gentle and a very powerful daily anti-inflammatory dose to be able to repair any new and small potholes before they can become a big and a very dangerous problem. And finally, it is all in a beautiful base of warm water, which helps to hydrate your body and to gently wake up your entire circulatory system in the morning. Now, doctor, let's go back one final time and let's close the case file on your patient, the woman with the congested and slow-moving highways.
This was the beautiful and the very successful conclusion to her restoration project. The patient who felt so very congested on the inside learned how to become the chief engineer of her own beautiful and internal highways. She hired the pothole repair crew with the beautiful and anti-inflammatory foods. She then began the road widening project with the beautiful and nitric oxide boosting foods. And finally, she hired the cleanup and maintenance team with the beautiful avocado and her new daily morning drink. And after a few months of following this beautiful and very logical blueprint, something wonderful and truly miraculous began to happen. The brain fog that had been clouding her mind for so long began to lift. The tingling and the coldness in her hands and her feet completely disappeared. And she told me that she had a new and a very beautiful sense of energy and of vitality that she had not felt in many, many years. Her highways were finally and truly clear.
That is a truly beautiful and a blessed story, Doctor. It is a powerful reminder that our bodies have an incredible and a God-given capacity for healing if we just give them the proper and the intelligent tools to be able to do their beautiful and important work. That is an incredible and a very hopeful story of a complete and a total restoration, Doctor. You have taken the overwhelming and very frightening problem of a blocked artery system, and you have given our viewers a clear, a calm, and a very logical three-part blueprint to be able to improve their blood flow. This is a truly revolutionary new way for all of us to think about our senior health. By learning to repair the potholes to widen the lanes and to perform the daily cleanup and maintenance, our viewers can now stop feeling like a victim of poor circulation, and they can start to become the master engineer of their own health. This important knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy. It is a way to be able to find a clear and a hopeful path to a sharper mind and a much more energized body. Now, for our viewers at home who are watching on this beautiful Monday morning and are inspired to start their own artery restoration project this week, what is the master blueprint? What is the simple and the very actionable plan that they can follow?
Yes, the master blueprint is a very simple and a very beautiful one, and it begins with a new and a very clear set of instructions for your new week. You must not try to do everything all at once. That is the path to failure. Instead, you will gently begin to introduce the different crews to your project one by one. Your first and most important job for this new week is to establish your daily maintenance team. You will begin every single morning of this week with the beautiful and the very warming morning circulation drink. This is your non-negotiable and your foundational habit. It is the first and most important step. Your second job for this week is to hire one new worker from each of our 3 project teams. You will not try to do everything at once. From the pothole repair team, perhaps this week, you'll have a beautiful piece of a wild-caught salmon for your dinner one night. From the road widening team, perhaps you will add some beautiful roasted beets to your salad for lunch. And from the cleanup team, you will have a beautiful and a very creamy avocado on your whole grain toast one morning. And your third and final job for this week is to simply observe with great kindness. At the end of the week, I want you to ask yourself, how does my body feel? Do my hands and my feet feel a little bit warmer? Is my mind a little bit clearer? You are simply beginning a new and a very beautiful conversation with your own body. It is a simple and a very gentle way to begin your beautiful restoration project.
That is a perfect and a very achievable action plan for this week.
Your beautiful arteries are not one-way roads to a life of decline. They are living and they are beautiful rivers that can always be cleared. You are the chief engineer of your own body. I encourage you to begin your beautiful project today, and you will begin to restore the beautiful and the powerful flow of life that is within you.
That is a beautiful and a very empowering message to end on, Doctor. Thank you for sharing this incredible restoration blueprint with us today. And for all of you who are watching at home, if you found this guide empowering and you are excited to begin your own artery restoration project, please give this video a like. It truly helps others who may be feeling lost or worried about their circulation to be able to find this important and life-changing information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you know needs to hear this hopeful message. If you have not already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures that you will not miss our next deep dive into your health and your well-being. We would be so honored to have you as a part of our growing community. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know which project phase of your artery restoration, the pothole, repair the road, widening, or the cleanup and maintenance will you be starting this week? Please share your first step in the comments below. And finally, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions or are taking any medications. Our conversation today is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. Thank you for being with us. Be well.